The U.S. military admiral, the U.S. military admiral that killed those individuals on that boat out at sea was carrying out the correct order. Those bitches should never have been on that sea bringing fucking illegal pharmaceuticals in America, killing fucking American citizens. They supposedly have been blown to fucking smithereens. Now, I'm pretty sure President Trump will honor that U.S. military admiral and give him the award of heroism in regarding to stopping those criminals. The murder was justifiable. When you bring in pharmaceuticals, biological, chemical weapons to kill U.S. citizens into America, out at sea, by sea, the punishment is death. Any boats that come through the U.S. territory entering into the United States of America, bringing illegal chemical, biological, and pharmaceutical to kill and murder U.S. citizens, they supposed to be blown to smithereens. And those liberals who do not like it, take your ass out on that boat and do the same thing what they're doing and see if you like the outcome. I don't think you will, because you'll be blown to smithereens. So now that that's said, stop causing the ruckus and the chaos in America under President Donald J. Trump while he's trying to clean up the filth that the Democrats had created. Now that that's said, under the UCMJ carry out admiral, I do not understand why individuals are so ignoramus, absolutely ignorant, imbecile. Let me get this straight. Somalia, a continent of Africa. Yes, it is a garbage pail. The whole Africa is a garbage pail. It's rich with all types of godly minerals. Coal, diamonds, oil, sapphire, you name it. It's a rich garbage pail continent. Of course Somalia is garbage. Of course the people are garbage. Of course the Africans in the continent of Africa are garbage. But do you know how long they've been garbage? Since when God had created the first seed. That is of the African descent. So President Trump is be called racist because he's making a clear point. Somalia is garbage. The people are garbage. But President Trump is loved in New York City when you have 42nd Street, pornographic district of the world, the filth of all filth when it comes to number one city in the world, pussy flying from across the street, corner to corner. You name it, it's there. Dirt, filth, grimy, pussy. Oh, let's not forget the Bronx. Ghost town, disgusting, a fucking garbage pail. The Bronx Zoo was more livable than the fucking residency of the Bronx City. If you don't mean, ask Sylvester Stallone. Rocky used to work at the Bronx Zoo cleaning the gorilla shit. Oh, but when President Trump says, look, I have a nice price for you, let me clean up 42nd Street. Let me clean up the Bronx for you. Everybody agreed. 42nd Street do need to be clean. The Bronx do need to be clean. It need a transformation. President Trump is correct. Everybody says, yes, when are they going to clean 42nd Street? Now the 42nd Street is clean, just about. Now that the Bronx have been revitalized, just about. Who created that? The business people of the city of New York City, including President Donald J. Trump. So all of a sudden he's likable when he want to clean up the filth in the dirt in the rat-confested 42nd Street. But he's not likable when he calls Somalia garbage pail. How simple, idiotic can a person be? Of course, Africa is a garbage pail. It's been that way ever since the Africans sold Africans to be enslaved. And who they sold it to made sure that you will stay exactly how you are. And look who's coming to Africa rescue. No one. No one. But aren't we wealthy with rich and emeralds and oil and gold and sapphire? French, where the fuck French get gold from? French don't have no gold resource. Shit come from Africa. And Europe got a nerve to blaspheme Africa. The world has a nerve to blaspheme Africa. Don't tell them what something that we already know. Of course it's garbage. But we can live in garbage the same way we prosper the famine, the same way we prosper all this other bullshit that we created you, who now say you're the superior over us. The day is reckoning is coming. The day is reckoning is coming. But let me say this. President Trump, keep doing excellent work. Somalia is a garbage pail. We all know Africa is a garbage pail. We all know how garbage pail it is and how wealthy it is. That's for certain. But no one had thanked all the businessmen that they cleaned up 42nd Street, and you took part of that? How do you think? I'm not even going to explain how Trump Tower became Trump Tower, because if that's explained, those idiots wouldn't believe it. But anyway, rest in peace, Mayor Edward Cox. Rest in peace, Mario Cuomo, who don't want to have the death penalty in New York State. That's right. The Italian said, I'm not going to kill my Italians. So he took off the death penalty in New York State. But Pataki brought it back. So now New York State do have the death penalty. Okay? So, like I said, President Trump, keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work. But your appointees who you appointed in your administration, some of them really need to be thoroughly checked. Your director of the FBI, he wasn't thoroughly checked. He need to be replaced. That came directly from Guantánamo Bay, Cuba. It's not like I've never been there before. I got to go, President Trump. But anyway, it is what it is. And the admiral that blown them boats out of smithereens, let them keep coming and keep blowing them out of smithereens. Survivors, you get life imprisonment. Life, most definitely. Whatever your story is, it cannot be anything of a honest, vigilant, trustworthy. What was the purpose of you in the boat coming here to America? Oh, we just wanted to get our freedom. Oh, we got freedom for you. It's called Leavenworth, Kansas. It's called Marion, Illinois. It's called, hey, Diddy, what's up, Diddy? Sean John, Diddy. Ain't nobody forgot your Diddy. But like I said, you have a legitimate argument. The judge that sentenced you, parents, he was born in 1979 in Pennsylvania. And the parents that entered into America, they didn't enter unjustly, they enter unlawfully. So by that said, that judge who was appointed by the liberal ass, Joe Biden, he's an accessory to his parents' violation entering into America unjustly. And whatever verdict he rendered while a sitting judge by the most incompetent president of all presidents, Joe Biden, he's now liable. So every verdict he rendered are now in void. And void. And void. So sooner or later, that's going to come to light. And he just may be stripped from his judgmentship based on his so-called quote-unquote citizenship by birth, which is unjustly.